Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video regarding AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns, the storyline. I feel like I never really went in depth regarding the storyline, and I would like to do that in this video because last night's Raw, while it was a good Raw, it didn't really add much depth for me. So I felt like it was good though, but it was something that we could just expect. Like Shane's running Raw again. I'm used to it at this point. Like I said in my last video, they basically just added on to the feud, to every feud that was going on, including AJ versus Roman. So should I just give like a little brief synopsis of what happened or whatever? I'll just give a brief synopsis. So Raw starts off with Ambrose cutting a promo, and then Shane comes out. They do the Ambrose Asylum, whatever. Jericho comes out, Sami Zayn comes out, Kevin Owens comes out. So basically, obviously, as we all know, those two matches have been confirmed for Payback. I also want to say, anyone who is sleeping on these non-top 4 pay-per-views like Payback and Extreme Rules and Money in the Bank, honestly, wake up, because this card for Payback looks incredible on paper. So it's something to think about. Before I get into the Roman AJ storyline, I'll quickly go over the other feuds. So Baron Corbin and Ziggler, it's not official yet, but I'm sure they're going to be wrestling at Payback. I am really happy that Baron Corbin is getting the push over Apollo Crews. What I mean by that is, they were the two big guys to come out of NXT that were solo superstars, like singles competitors. They didn't have a manager behind them. They didn't have another partner behind them. They had themselves. So, unfortunately, I do think that Apollo Crews is going to be lost in the shuffle. And why I say that is because, well, look what he's doing. He's literally, crushing these jobbers every single week. So, at least Corbin is going through with a decent storyline with someone who is in, the higher mid-card, I would say, while Cruz is crushing these jobbers who mean nothing, Side note, just because you're signed to WWE, it doesn't mean that everyone is going to be like a Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose kind of guy. They're lucky to be at that spot, but I don't ever see Apollo Crews getting to that level. Even though he's a really good in-ring talent, he really lacks charisma in the ring, and his vocal ability to talk on the mic is just really not that good. Yeah, it's just something to think about, because even though I do think he's a better wrestler than Baron Corbin, he's definitely not up to par in terms of Corbin's mic skills and just overall persona. And I feel like Cruz can really hone in on that, but that's not his fault. He could have honed in on it more in NXT, but obviously they wanted to call him up, so whatever. Natalya versus Charlotte, they're going to wrestle at Payback. Natalya's said that Bret Hart's going to be in her corner, and obviously the Nature Boy Ric Flair is going to be in Charlotte's corner. Does this mean that Charlotte is going to lose? I actually don't think so. I think Charlotte's still going to win. I think they want to throw in Bret to kind of make it more cryptic in terms of Natalya having a shot, but I still don't think Natalya's going to win at all. I also would like to touch on quickly Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn a lot. My problem is that I know he's known as like the true underdog, but why is he consistently losing every single time he wrestles? Like, I don't know. I mean, I love Owens more than anyone. Like, he's my favorite. But I really think that Sami Zayn has to win this feud to make himself, a little bit more credible, because, he did lose to Nakamura. He lost at Mania. He lost the night after Mania, like, he needs to do something. So what do you guys think about Shane McMahon running Raw for the 3rd straight week in a row? For me, I feel like they're kind of hinting at an Authority versus Shane McMahon storyline. Obviously, that's just going to be probably at Extreme Rules, but I could see Shane McMahon running Raw for the 4th week in a row leading up to Payback, because Payback is basically Shane's baby. He created all these matches. So that's probably, Payback is looking really amazing. So I'm fine with Shane running Raw, whatever, you know? Like, I know he doesn't have much control backstage, but we're not supposed to know that. But I definitely think that Shane is going to defeat the Authority when they face off in the storyline, if they even have one, but I do think they will have one. It's going to be Shane versus Triple H, probably at Extreme Rules. That's just my early prediction. So let's get into the topic, the main topic of this video. So AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. So, you know, a lot of people think a lot of different things regarding this angle. You know, is Roman going to turn heel? You know, I do think that now it's really getting fucking repetitive every single week. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. Is that all you can say? Is that all you can say though? Because, you know, I think anybody can memorize that. I'm not sold on Roman. Nope. Not at all. I do not like Roman. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Roman does nothing for me. I feel like he is vapid as fuck. And his in-ring ability, I don't know what he did to get where he's at, but no way. Like, when he was in the Shield, like, Ambrose and Rollins overshadowed him by a landslide. So I'm really not sold on Roman whatsoever. AJ Styles. Now, AJ is amazing. Here's my gripe with this storyline. Vince McMahon, being that he is in his 70s, is he that out of touch to continue Roman as a babyface? That's what I wonder. Like, with AJ Styles, I honestly hope that McMahon doesn't have the thought process of, oh, well, he was, you know, he was the guy of TNA for so long, you know. Do I want to put him and feed him to Roman at Payback? You know, that's what I think McMahon is thinking. And, like, clearly we have to think about how McMahon thinks. And obviously we don't know for sure, but just judging by past history, I feel like that's how McMahon is thinking. And that really is shitty because AJ is such an amazing talent. Now, this is where it gets a little complicated. Where does the Bullet Club come into this? Like, where do they tie into this? Like, who is Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson gonna side with? Obviously, if you watched Raw last night, they did attack Roman. But does that mean that they're not trying to throw us off? You know what I mean? Like, who really knows? What I think is going to happen, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but this is my prediction. You know, I'm giving a prediction before Raw next week. I mean, we need another Raw for me to really give 100%, but I would say 80% sure. I would guess that AJ is going to face Roman, right? And AJ will probably, unfortunately, lose to Roman, and AJ will turn heel after Roman defeats him with, you know, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson attacking Roman and them forming the WWE version of the Bullet Club stable. Finn Balor will probably join in down the line. See, I don't really, it's hard to say because he is the face of NXT. And what's going to happen with NXT if he, you know, gets promoted to the main roster? Is it going to go to shit? Like, I don't know that. So I don't want to put my money on Finn Balor just yet. I would wait for, you know, the summertime for Balor. Plus, Balor is a great enough character on his own. He can handle himself. But it would be nice to include Balor, but I'm just not sure yet, being that he is the NXT champ. Okay, so they could also go the direction of having Roman turn heel and Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows being in the Roman Empire, which would be Roman stable. I don't feel like that's as fun. Like, I would rather AJ Styles be a heel, to be honest, because, like, in today's day and age, like, it doesn't matter who's a heel and who's a face. Like, look at Kevin Owens, you know, he's completely over as a heel. So I think that it would be best to turn Styles heel. Even though, like, would Roman be better off as a heel? Absolutely. But do you think Vince is going to pull that trigger? Probably not, because Vince is that out of touch. Vince does what Vince wants. Vince doesn't listen to the crowd. Vince is going to do whatever he wants. So, yeah, I guess obviously AJ Styles and Roman would probably have a few matches, obviously. I'm just excited to see where it goes. I would rather see the Bullet Club side with Styles and then, you know, have a long stable. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I feel that this is Vince's way to say fuck you to TNA and to have TNA as top guy of all time be fed to Roman, which sucks. But if AJ does turn heel at the end of Payback, like after the, you know, after the match is over with and the Bullet Club comes out to attack Roman, I'm sold with that. You know, it's not really about wins and losses anymore as it is good storylines, and I feel like that is a good storyline. I definitely think that AJ is playing stupid when Roman asked him last night on Raw if he had anything to do with Anderson and Gallows attacking him, and he just was like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. So that would be really cool to see AJ play that off successfully. And, you know, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the feud as long as someone needs to turn heel, basically, is my point. So who knows who it's going to be, but it would be nice to see Styles turn heel and to, you know, successfully side with the Bullet Club. But it could go either way. I still am not 100% sure yet. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know who you think is going to side with the Bullet Club. Is it going to be Roman or is it going to be AJ Styles turning a full-fledged heel? Or is it going to be Roman basically, I guess, also turning heel, even though he's kind of in between right now? Yeah, so keep subscribing and I'll make more videos soon for you guys. I love you guys. Bye.